Hello, everybody. Last episode, we completed the long quest line, Gleam of the Final Dawn, and we ended up back here in the bunker on the planet of Rykad Menoras. And we spoke briefly to Tech Priest Quartz Crane, and we're going to revisit him this morning, because one of my viewers had mentioned that I didn't open the reputation tab, which is where I can sell items. So we're going to take a look at that. Show me your arsenal, please. If you recall, this is the actual trading what I can purchase with my current reputation and profit factor. And we were able to pick up this helmet, but that was it. So what we're going to do is go here to reputation. And this is where the fun is, I think. What we see on the left is all of the items that the explorators are interested in purchasing from us. And we get reputation. So these two items right here, these holy gifts, heretic trophies, and these two here, the ship components and mechanicus creations, are the ones that are going to give us the most reputation. So we're going to go ahead and kind of notate those. I don't want to give him everything that we have, because we have other factions that are going to be interested in other things. So don't want to like throw all my apples in one basket, so to speak. So I'm just going to go down and get this. Okay, I think. See, this one isn't ready yet because it's only 32% complete. Has to be over 100 in order for it to be ready to be traded. Okay, that's going to give us 3,300. So let's see what happens with our reputation. It put us up to level 3. And we're actually almost to the next one. Alright, so now what we should be able to do is go back. And all of these things are open to us to purchase except for the stabilizing bracers. So if we take a quick look, this is actually an upgrade for Anya. It gives her more reducing incoming damage, and it gives her some dodge. So we are going to purchase that. I'm going to get all grenades I can. I'm going to start using those. And I'm going to get this med kit. I get 10 of those. It doesn't lower my rep with them, and it doesn't lower my profit factor. And this first aid manual saves me AP on using a med kit. And more grenades, yes please. Alright, well that's all that I'm interested in. She's not able to use this. But I don't think it's an upgrade. And what is this? Delivers a toxin, but it's just 1 to 3 damage. So I'm not interested in that. Alright, so now we got some new stuff. Now we should be able to come back and speak to him whenever we want to sell things to the explorators. Next on our agenda is to go to the Navis Nobilite station, so let's head that way. I wonder if we should go down here. You know what? We are going to do that real quick. We are going to take a detour and check out this unidentified Voidship. I'm very curious. Master Helmsman Ravor. What have we here, Lord Captain? It's not very noticeable, but there's a Voidship sitting in the local asteroid field. Sure is quiet, like it's huddled up in there on purpose. It's not like I'm surprised. The thing's more scrap heap than ship at this point. Somebody sure went to town on it. We're registering critical damage to the hull and depressurization of several compartments. Oh, there's an incoming transmission. Hear us. Do not require assistance. Pete, do not require assistance. Well, that's awfully strange. Copy? Keep following. They'll pass us by, won't they? War protects. Oh, I wonder if that's Aurora. Lord Captain, I'm told our augurs cannot determine the allegiance of the vessel. To be brief, there's an unidentified and badly damaged vessel within an asteroid field near the Rakati Philia colony that is refusing help, which, not to put a too fine a point on it, has not yet been offered to them. True. Very true. Can we establish further communication? Let the vessel identify itself? Yes, Lord Captain. The connection's established. Unknown vessel, we are receiving you. Identify yourselves. I repeat, identify yourselves. For a brief moment the Vox only hisses and snaps, and then several voices at once start shouting. Do not tell him. We are done for. Oh my. This is Thunderfang. We are a merchant vessel. Do you copy? We are a private chant vessel. A merchant vessel? Of course they are. Damn my stupid head. Where did I hear this name before? Thunderfang. Huh. Ooh. We can aim weapons. Revor, damage report on the unknown vessel, please. Telemetry shows multiple hull breaches, most likely caused by the guns of a combat ship. Several compartments are leaking air. The bridge has been almost completely obliterated. 2 of the engines are critically damaged. Somebody gave them a thrashing so solid they barely managed to limp away. Thunderfang, your vessel is badly damaged. What happened to you? The Vox responds by bursting into a cacophony of sounds, words, and emotions. Someone chuckles bitterly. Another swears with some foul expletives, and yet another hisses, furiously demanding that the others shut up. You manage to make out little from all this noise. We were just flying, minding our own business. Straight out of the blue, open fire. We could get away, Emperor protected, and then more fire. Who? Void only knows. Roasted our tail, bombed everything. The folks, our folks, are left without our help. We never got to them. Well, Thunderfang, why can we not identify you? Why? I don't know. What if... Certainly not. The whispering dies down and a clear, youthful voice cuts through the static. Our vessel is badly damaged. Homage is preventing the correct identification. We assure you, Sir Merchant Vessel, Thunderfang does not require aid. Thunderfang, stop playing games and explain again what your business is here. And this time, I highly recommend the truth. Happy now? What have you done, you idiot? It's too late now. The Vox channel again filled with the angry whispering of several voices. Uh-oh. The whispers and static are drowned out by a clear and slightly frightened voice. Do you copy? We are from the Fellow of the Void. We did not come here to loot, on a different business, to help our own out of jail. Do not hurt. We already had our chronos cleaned. How about striking a deal? Our hole is full of plunder, goods. Interesting. So they're going for a jailbreak here. In case you are unaware, Lord Captain, the Fellowship of the Void is a disorderly assembly of several pirate factions in the Coronis Expanse. They consider themselves above regular heretics solely because they sometimes have vox conversations with those whom they're about to board. Were it up to me, I'd make them eat a salvo from the macro cannons to shake the scum loose from the decks. They certainly deserve it. Oh, high factum generous. Madame, I would wait on destroying the vessel if I were you. Although the moral aspects of their livelihood do cause some awkward questions, the Fellowship of the Void remains a major supplier of goods to the local market. Perhaps you will find dealing with them acceptable, especially in a situation where performing a warp jump is impossible. Well, you do have a point there, Janus. Thunderfang, prepare for commercial exchange. Nice! We get some more stuff. I'm liking this. So what do they have? They have a camouflage robe. The wearer's ranged attacks decrease their target's dodge. I'm liking that. Alright, let's buy that. And let's see what it is that they need. Up our reputation a bit. Okay. They like... Now, see, the heretic trophies we already got rid of. But the Xeno artifacts... I'm going to hide the untradeable just to keep the noise down off the screen here. Xeno artifacts. We have any of those? No. Jewelry. Let me sort from type. Okay, fuel's only 100 though. Jewelry and ship components. We have a lot of weaponry we're carrying around and a lot of armor. We really don't have any of that other stuff. Okay, how about armor kits then? Let's sell those. Don't really want to give the pirates weapons, but I don't mind giving them armor. Alright, let's trade. Let's go back and see. Alright, so now we can get some heavy leather. We can see if that's an upgrade, so let's buy that. Ooh, here's a flamer. I'm gonna buy that. I don't know if we have anybody who can use it. We got more grenades. Ooh. If the wearer at ranged attack hits an enemy, the wearer gains 5% bonus to critical hit checks. Nah. Oh, more medikits, yes please. Now this, Argenta's using some type of a mace. This might be better than what she's got. Alright, I think that's all we're going to do for them. So we leave them there. I'm guessing we can go back and trade with them too now. Awesome. Alright, now we haven't been to the prison planet. Let's make our way and at least scan it. Since we're here. Uh-oh. Vox Master Victus. Lord Captain, sorry to disturb you. It's pandemonium outside the bridge gate. One of the officers seems to be demanding an audience with you in person. I think I hear Master Worsarian's voice. In any case, I wanted to warn you in advance. Alright, well thank you. Oh, that's going to interrupt our travel. Okay, this better be important. Abelard, this is not the conduct of an officer. These are the antics of a high-born brat, out on a lark. Explain yourself, Lieutenant. Ooh, Abelard is mad. Avrilla. I apologize, sir, but I must speak to the Lord Captain. New quest. Okay. Seems like we don't have a choice but to deal with this, so let's go. Very well, Lieutenant. You may address the Lord Captain, not least because I see you've already seen fit to disturb her. Your unauthorized appearance on the bridge and display of belligerence will be logged without delay. Lord Captain, Lieutenant of Relevant, requesting permission to speak. On a matter of extreme importance, of course. Oh. We can't have this. If I start allowing this, in the future, we're going to have all kinds of people just coming up in my face. I don't need that. I will not tolerate this kind of conduct on my ship. Abelard, assign the lieutenant an appropriate punishment. Lieutenant, you have 1 minute to state your business. Yes, Lord Captain. Listen to my report and punish me as you wish, but all that matters is that you hear me out. This matter cannot wait. Any minute now, an assault unit will be dispatched to the lower decks on orders to crush the workers' strike by any means. I'm convinced that this step is unwarranted, and that the crisis itself was provoked by actions of one of the senior officers. You can tell she's very scared, she's trembling, and she's very pale. Abelard's in no hurry to intervene, but lets out a huff. He glances at Sourback, standing not far from him, but she maintains a stony expression, so I wonder which one she's talking about. Lord Captain, I urge you to investigate the actions of Seneschal Wercerin, and to intervene in what's happening on the lower decks, because soon we're going to have a mutiny or massacre on our hands. Where does Seneschal Wercerin come into all of this? Abelard says, I shall explain. Please do. I beg you hurry. My goodness, girl, you need to shut up. I'm losing patience with you. I will not hurry. Since my competence is under scrutiny, I shall speak for as long as I see fit. There's an established order to the way things are done on this ship, and one of the pillars of that system is that the rogue trader's attention is not distracted by trivial matters. It is the Seneschal's role to ensure that. I have always handled internal problems myself, so of course, when I received information about cultists hiding on the lower deck, I took the matter in hand. So long as I live, not one of those vermin who murdered Theodora von Valancius will find refuge on her ship. Well, I have to agree with him. You were far too heavy-handed. Interrogations, arrests. Now there's a strike on Depot 4, the lower deck. 3 worker clans are involved. There could be many more. When I reported my concerns, the only response I got was an order to dispatch an assault unit. Master at Arms, the ship's enforcers report to you, and yet you seem hesitant to provide your own perspective. Jocasta. Lord Captain, unlike Lieutenant Vent, I respect the chain of command, and realize that it is not within my right to challenge my superiors. On that being said, while I entirely share Master Wersarin's opinion on what fate Depot 4 deserves, I must note that this insubordination is a direct consequence of practices that he himself introduced. Oh, really? How so? Mistress Sauerbach, I see you decided to follow the lieutenant's example after all. Abelard, do you wish to respond? Mistress Sauerbach, can you recall an occasion where I would encourage an officer to disobey their superior? Or one where I would overrule their order? Or show favoritism to those who merited none? None, Seneschal, for there have been no such cases the entire time I have served on this ship. Your conduct in this regard has always been spotless. Nevertheless, given your eminent position, a simple show of attention on your part is enough to erode the attitude of junior officers. I see. Well, that's no excuse. That you distinguish some of them and know them by name is tantamount to walking around the officer's deck handing out gifts. I see what's going on here. She thinks that Vent is a favorite, and other people are resenting that. Well, it appears I've unearthed an old squabble here. I really prefer to be left out of it. What is Depot 4? Depot 4 is one of the poorest sectors on the lower decks. It is home to clans of general laborers. They're not as valuable to the ship as the families who have served its specialized systems. They are easily replaceable. Depot 4 is poor and troubled, but at worst, that means drunken fights and illegal rock-gut ruin. Another important point to bear in mind, the problem's not limited to the sector. Is located on one of the most populated lower decks, and everything that happens there is a knock-on effect on all the neighboring sectors. Interesting. Abelard, what do you have to say? Well, I see no need to add anything. I acted within the remit of my authority. If you wish to confirm the rectitude of my actions, I have no objections. For my part, I urge the Lord Captain to go down to the decks, stop the assault unit, and speak directly to the people. Oh, man. You know, I probably would definitely not do this, but remember that Anya is a Voidborn. She was born on a ship. She has lived her whole life on the ships, on various levels of the ships. So she has a lot of compassion and empathy for the people. Therefore, I will go down to the lower decks and deal with this problem personally. Praise the Emperor. Thank you, Lord Captain. Abelard grits his teeth. An enterprise bordering on the sophomoric, but please yourself, Lord Captain. However, I insist that I escort you. Lord Captain, I regret that the enforcers were unable to handle this situation. Consider it my duty to go to Depot 4 myself and see to the expedient resolution of this incident. All right, so down we go to Depot 4. Alright, because we are gathered together as a party, that usually means there could be a fight or another event going to be happening where we require a group. So I'm going to leave the episode here. Next time we will continue, as I'm not sure what we're up against here. Thank you for joining me. Please give a like and subscribe. Hope to see you next time. Take care.